Hey all, welcome back to Wuthering Waves. So we've just had the 2.1 dev live stream. These live streams are where devs showcase what's coming up in the next patch. In this case, the patch 2.1, which is coming out in February 13th, so in less than a week. With this video, I kind of want to summarize what happens in the live stream because it is a 35-ish minute live stream, and I feel like what's there can be condensed. That gives everyone all the information they need to know without having to spend that much time. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we start, these are redemption codes that they gave during the live stream. They total up to 300 asteroids in addition to a few materials. So they started off by showing off the new trailer, which I've linked in the description of this video. It's a cool video that showcases what's coming with the story. You can see Phoebe and Brant gameplay. After the trailer, they talk a bit about Phoebe, her skills, but as normal, they don't really go into a lot of detail, so I can't really deep dive into these. They do show off some of their animations, and you can see them here, as well as Brant. They do the same for Brant, but you know, kid specifics are still not out yet officially. Once they are, I'll talk about them in a separate video. After that, they show off the new map that's getting added to Rinascita called Riccioli Islands. It is basically a big ocean map with small islands to explore. It looks like a really fun map where you will make more use of the gondola, especially in the new events that they're also releasing with this new map. And it's a fishing event, so you go out on your gondola into different maps. There's several maps to complete, and there's different fish in different maps. So it's basically like a collection type of event. There's a fishing skill tree. You go out, you catch fish, bring them back in, get rewards, build your skill tree, and keep improving like that. And it's just like a little fun open world event that you can do. And you know, every game has to have fishing, so there you go. And of course, for rewards, it gives you asteroids. It gives you a phantom skin for the Lorelei Echo. And even more importantly, it gives you a 4-star weapon that you can max synthesize, so bring it up to rank 5. And it's basically a free-to-play option for Phoebe. It's a spectrophrasal-oriented weapon. You also get a weapon projection for this weapon, which is basically a skin that you can apply onto any weapon to get this look on it. So yeah, definitely an event we'll want to do. After that, they show off a story area in the vault. So you go underground into the vault with Phoebe and Zanny. There's a story behind it. There's a whole new area to explore. This is a new exploration quest, and it gives you a very important reward, which is your final Avic Rover wave band, which is really good. It gives you 25% crit rate for free, which is excellent. After that, they announced the banners that are coming up. So first, we're getting the Phoebe banner. The 4 stars on the banner are Lumi, Chichia, and Alto. So to be honest, while Phoebe herself might be a great character, the 4 stars are not that great. Lumi is not a great character. Chichia, I feel like everyone has her already maxed out. And Alto's a decent character, but maybe not something you would use long term unless you really like the character. And then the second phase is Brant. With Brant, we're getting a rerun of Changli, which hints at the fact that they're probably good together, and you might want to consider picking up a Changli. However, as we've seen in the past, there might be a new fusion main DPS in the works that will work even better with Brant. So holding off on picking Changli might be a good idea if you're not in a rush. But if you really like the character, I'd say go for it because she's an excellent character as well. For these banners, the 4 stars that are featured are Yuhu, Tauchi, and Mortefi, which in my opinion is a way better banner. You have Mortefi, which is one of the best 4 stars in the game, and then Tauchi and Yuhu are interesting characters that can fill in roles for certain teams if you're missing key characters. Then they showed some of the new echoes, nothing too crazy, just 3-in-1 costs. You can see them here. They showcased a little bit of Brant's companion story, which is coming out as well. And then they went into some of the events we can expect, including a new weekly combat mode. This is essentially expanding on their roguelike modes, but this one has a weekly reset. So if you play like Honkai Star Rail, it's kind of like simulated universe, I assume. Every week you play it a little bit and you get the rewards, which are essentially asteroid and a few extra goodies. Next up, we recently saw that Tower of Adversity was changing its schedule from a 2-week reset to a monthly reset. And the reason why is because of this new game mode that they showed off a bit of called Wuthering Waves. So my guess is this one's going to be on a monthly schedule as well, and every 2 weeks you get a different one, kind of like what Honkai Star Rail did. In this mode, you go through several sea areas, you fight mobs, there's buffs you can pick up. It's going to be interesting. They didn't really show a lot of information about it, but that is confirmed to be the new endgame mode that we're going to get with the release of 2.1, which is super exciting. I'm super stoked to try it out. Next up, they announced a few more events like Overdash, which is like the parkour event, but this one seems to have online mode, so maybe you can like race with a friend, which sounds super fun. They also announced the 7-day login event where over 7 days you get 5 standard pulls and 5 limited pulls. Another low load logistics event for a few goodies. Infinite battle simulation, which is essentially a combat event that you can get goodies from as well. They announced the new tactical hologram, which is going to be Hecate. These are standard now, but very welcome additions because they're super fun, some of the most fun content in the game. After that, they went into quality of life updates and something that is absolutely huge, Echo Loadouts. So now you're going to be able to set up Echo loadouts, or as they call them, Echo presets, and quickly swap between different sets of echoes, which is excellent. Hoyo, take note. People have been wanting these in Genshin and Honkai for ages, and Wuthering Waves in so little time finally has added this. And this is huge because managing echo sets is a bit of a pain. So this is a huge win for 2.1 and something that I'm super stoked about. With the echo presets, we're also getting echo recommendations, which is essentially a menu that shows you based on active player data what echoes are recommended to be equipped on a given character, which is very handy, especially if you're new and you're not sure what to equip on them. And then they're also adding better echo filters where you can filter by main stat and substat instead of the current generic way of sorting. They also announced bigger echo capacity, so now you can hold up to 3,000 echoes, which is really nice because the current limit is a bit low and it can be a bit of a pain, so that's great. After that, they showed off some new camera features like idle poses, where you can pick a pose for the character for the shot. There's camera filters now, and you can select the intensity of the filter, and you can also pan the camera horizontally and vertically to get like a really nice composition for the shot. After that, they showed off the full ray tracing support, which is awesome. The game looks even better now with ray tracing. And then they also announced the release date for the Mac version on March 27th, which is nice for you Mac users out there. Finally, the last thing they showed off was some merch that you can buy. You know, they had Carlotta themed items, a tub pup ornament thing, and then the two things that I really liked, which was a Changli figure and a Camellia figure, and I'll be honest, I might have to pick those up. So yeah, that's everything that they announced. Very exciting things coming for 2.1. Things that personally excite me the most are the new endgame mode, as well as the new echo features for loadouts, and the new tactical hologram, which I always enjoy doing. Of course, the story is nice too, and all these events. It's really cool how Kuro Games keeps improving, keeps listening to player feedback, and iterates on the game super quickly. Huge props to them. I think they're a really great example of a great dev team who loves their product in the gacha space. So yeah, that was it. What did you think about this update? Are you excited for it? Are you picking up Phoebe or Brant? And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.